Through the prayers of our Holy Fathers, Lord Jesus Christ, our God, have mercy on us and save us. Amen. Today, January 18th, civil calendar, and January 5th, the church calendar. We commemorate Rome Martyr Theopemptus and the Holy Martyr Theonas. When the emperor Diocletian gave orders for the persecution of Christians, Theopemptus, bishop of Nicomedia, was the first to suffer for Christ. He was brought before the emperor, who threatened him with death if he did not deny Christ. To that threat, the courageous bishop replied, "It is written, fear not those who are able to kill the body. You, O king, have power over my body. Do with it whatever you will." He was cruelly beaten and starved and tortured in many ways. Finally, the emperor called in a magician, Theonas, to trick the man of God in some way with magic. Theonas dissolved a very strong poison in water and gave it to Theopemptus to drink. Theopemptus made a sign of the cross over the cup and drank the poison. Theonas, seeing that it had no effect on Theopemptus, turned to the emperor and cried out, "I too am a Christian and worship the crucified." They were both condemned to death. Theopemptus was slain with a sword, and Theonas buried alive in the year 298. They suffered with honor and became citizens of the kingdom of Christ. The holy prophet Micah, the first. Micah was a contemporary of the prophet Elias in the 9th century BC and prophesied evil to King Ahab, who was king in battle against the Syrians, as written in the 3rd King, chapter 22, verse 8, and 2nd Chronicles, chapter 18, verse 7. He prophesied entirely, orally, written nothing down. There was another Micah in the 8th century who prophesied the birth of the Lord in Bethlehem. That is in Micah chapter 5, verse 2, and wrote one of the prophetic books. Our Holy Mother, Saint Cletic, a native of Macedonia and educated in Alexandria. She was a rich young woman of standing. She had many suitors, but refused them all and fled from her parents' home to a monastery. In the greatest self-denial, in vigils and prayer, she lived to the age of 80. Her counsels to the nuns have always been regarded as true spiritual pearls. The wisdom she attained coming not from reading, but through suffering and pain. Through constant meditations and spiritual converse with the divine word, her soul entered into that higher world in the year 350. Among other counsels, Saint Cycletic taught, "Do not abandon a fast in time of sickness, for lo, those who do not fast fall into the same sickness. Also, treasure, when discovered, is quickly seized upon. So, virtue, when it is made public, is quickly eclipsed and lost." Our Holy Mother, Apollinaria, she was the elder daughter of Anthemio, the regent, during the minority of the Emperor Theodosius the Younger. His second-born daughter being a saint, she refused to marry, being in her heart betrothed to Christ. Going off into the Egyptian desert, wearing man's dress and using the man's name, Dorotheus, she entered men's monastery, where she lived in asceticism, lifting up her soul constantly to God and burning with love toward his whole creation. It was suggested to Artemius, the regent, that he sent his saint daughter to the hermit, that prayer might be read over her. And so, by God's providence, it came to pass that Apollinaria healed her insane sister by the power of prayer. As soon as she died, the secret became known that she had been a woman, not a man. The manly courage of his holy virgin has remained as an example and stimulus throughout the age to all who take thought for their salvation. She entered into rest in the year 470. For consideration, it is fruit and fruit alone that the Lord seeks from man. That living tree, God fruit, is a God-loving heart, but bad fruit is a heart filled with self-love. All other things that a man has and enjoys, status, power, honor, health, wealth, learning, these are no more than leaves of the tree. Every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire, as recorded in the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 3, verse 10. Even non-Christian peoples rate good works above fine words, so much the more it be the rule among the followers of Christ. At a certain gathering of Athenians, at which envoys from Sparta were present, one old man was going from bench to bench, trying to find someone to sit down. The Athenians mocked at him, and no one gave him his seat. When the header drew near to the Spartans, they all leapt to their feet and offered him their places. Saying this, the Athenians expressed their gratitude to the Spartans in well-rounded phrases. To this, the Spartans replied, "The Athenians know what is good, but do not do it. He who does good is like a tree that bears good fruit for its owner, and the wellspring of goodness in man is a good, God-loving heart." Glory be to God. Thank you, and God bless you. Please subscribe if you have not. May God bless you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I one true God. Amen.